Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Quigley.
How's everybody doing tonight? All right. First off, I just wanted to thank Levi for putting together such a spectacular evening. So please, a round of applause for Levi. Deservedly so. Second, I'd like to thank you all for being such an incredible audience. It's been a very great night, and all the speakers have done, I think, a spectacular job. So as Levi said, I'm going to share with you all a little insight into my life, and kind of wherever I go, I try to create community and build community wherever that is. And so the word community is derived from the Latin root communis, which means shared or a generally common accepted opinion. Now, the interesting thing about that is that communication has the same root word. Interesting. So day to day in my life, I get the opportunity to work with professional athletes, and it's in the world of athletic training, sports medicine. And all of these athletes, they come from different worlds, different countries, continents, cultures, and they're all sorts of different ages. And we build really our own unique culture with all the different pieces. And so I'll share a quick short story about that. And on my first day at an old job, first day one, an athlete came in after training and asked, "Hey, do you mind taking a look at an old injury of mine? I could use some work, could use a massage." I said, "Yeah, sure. Come on over. Hop up on the table." So he hopped up on the table, pulled his pants leg up over his knee. So I started working on his knee. As soon as I touched his knee, he stopped me and said, "Hey, what are you doing? It's not my knee, it's my ankle." Yelled over to another athletic trainer, "Hey man, do you mind coming over here to help me out? This guy has no idea what he's doing." Wow, day one. Way to go, Adam. So I thought to myself, this was my first interaction with this athlete, and that's how he treats me. That's how the relationship started. But then I thought to myself, if I would have taken 5-10 more seconds and asked him, "Hey man, what's your issue? What was your injury? Tell me a little about yourself, about your past." And then I would have known, "Oh, it's your knee? No, it's your ankle." Okay, we'd be good to go. So, the reason why I tell you this story is because the relationships, they're built, they're cultivated. It's not a conversation that can be created overnight. In this instance, he didn't really owe me anything, but the relationship started off on a wrong note. And so in doing so, I couldn't infer what he was going to say or assume what his answer was going to be. George Bernard Shaw said, "The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it's taken place." Interesting thought. Now, what's that mean? That means you have to listen. You have to listen. And if you're in a conversation with somebody, you can't just be there. You have to be in the moment. You have to tune into what they're saying, focus in on the words that are coming out of their mouth. And in doing so, not just wait for them to pause so you can interject and put in your 2 cents. No, that's not how it works. If they're talking about Israel, about they love Israel, and they start talking about Masada. "Man, I love Masada, my first time there. The food was great. It was such an unbelievable view, the story, etc." No. Believe it or not, you don't have to relate everything back to yourself. Now, we all gather here tonight to basically learn about life's journey through a Jewish lens. And a very good friend of mine, a BBYO mentor, advisor, one of my best friends who unfortunately passed away this past summer, taught me just this. And he was one of those guys that as soon as you talk to him, you feel like you're the only person in the room. No one else exists. You know the type of conversation I'm talking about? And this concept that he was so good at, people would say that he listened louder than he spoke. He listened louder than he spoke. If you listen louder than you speak, community just happens naturally. It's simple. You can ask, "What are you about?" "Tell me about you." And then just listen. You could also ask, "What makes you happy? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?" Or more importantly, if you could eat anywhere in the world, where would you eat? I know my answer. So this building of relationships, it's not something that can happen very easily. The community is not built overnight, as I said. It's not 30 people all trying to get their own opinions across at the same time. No one listens. That's not how community is built. Community is built from a group of people all valuing and appreciating each other along the journey, along life's journey together. So please, take me up on this challenge and listen louder than you speak. Because in doing so, you'll notice so many things about not only yourself, but about your loved ones, your friends, your family, and even people you barely know. And in turn, you'll create community no matter where you are. Thank you.